Since you say you don't want to talk about it, let me just say this to all Catholics and Christians in general. If your priority reason for voting for President Donald J. Trump was not to protect the sanctity of life, then you have Christianity all wrong. You might as well be an atheist. Point, period, whatsoever. When it came to voting in the 2024 election, to me, it was immigration and protecting life. And I knew no one can immigrate to another country if they don't have life. So it's common sense. As a Christian, you protect the sanctity of life. Even the Catholic Church gave us a voting guide, and it clearly stated you protect the sanctity of life over everything else. As simple as that. I also know that for the last 30 years, Democrats have been lying to immigrants, been promising immigration reform that they haven't fulfilled. Not because they don't want to, but because they haven't tried hard enough. Okay? Now, you want to come and tell me that the reason you voted for Trump was for the economy and for the MAHA movement, Make America Healthy Again, but without life, nor money, nor healthy food matter, honestly. So, again, that kind of voting, that voting for economy and the MAHA movement, yes, important, but not as important as protecting the sanctity of life, period. Those are things that maybe an atheist would put as a priority. Now, you say that Trump is not a pro-lifer. I didn't vote for Trump because he was 100 pro-life. I voted for Trump because I am 100% pro-life. I voted for Trump for what he's already done for the pro-life movement and to protect life. Let me remind you, Trump selected the judges that reversed the Roe versus Wade, okay, which has helped eliminate abortion in many states. When you say you voted for economy because a better economy is going to prevent children from being unalive, you don't know. You haven't seen anything. A lot of women unalive their children not because they don't have the money, but because it's inconvenient, because they use it as a form of contraception, because they're having irresponsible intercourse. I'm sorry to break it to you. Simple as that. Yes, as a pro-lifer, you are called to protect life from the time of conception until natural death. The difference is that unborn don't have a voice. We are their voice. When people are born, they choose whether to be good citizens or to become criminals. People also have choices when it comes to the end of their life. If you don't take the right steps, yes, you may end a victim of euthanasia. It is what it is, and I don't believe in that. But unfortunately, the unborn, they can't speak up for themselves, and we cannot blame them for not taking action or for not being good citizens or for not whatever. We are their voice. Now, you say Trump is not pro-life, but he also pardoned all those pro-life protesters who were unjustly sentenced. Yes, maybe they were doing something wrong, but I mean, come on, 4, 5, 6 years in jail for protesting while in sanctuary cities you had criminals, illegal criminals running around with charges as bad as unaliving people, and they were running around loose, free, thanks to the Biden administration? Oh, come on. And when you say that, they're complaining because there's people who idolize Trump, because I don't know why you're saying they idolize Trump, but that's definitely not me, because just like the Pope isn't perfect, just like you are not perfect, just like I'm not perfect, Trump is not perfect, and that is why we have to remind ourselves, we have to pray. Every day that I go to Mass, because I go to Mass every day, I consecrate Trump and this nation to the Immaculate Heart of Mary and to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Because it's not with our human power that we're going to change this country or change anyone. It's going to be God's work that's going to do it. Now, Pope had not been outspoken about immigration as he has now. Yes, he had briefly prayed about it, spoken about it, but not as much as he did after the U.S. aid was canceled or postponed. Unfortunately, again, it comes down to the money. And you know what's even more unfortunate? That the Catholic Church was involved in the relocation of all these unvetted asylums. improperly vetted asylums, you could say. Yep. And the church was receiving a lot of that money that should have been given to U.S. citizens, especially those who were victims of natural disasters here in the States. And when Pope complains about Trump's immigration laws, but he builds a wall around his home in Rome, that's kind of like being a little bit hypocrite, with all the due respect that the Pope deserves. That if you voted for Trump, knowing, his plans regarding everything, and you still voted for him because of the economy, then I don't think you should have a reason to complain about immigration. I pray every day that Trump be the one, just like Reagan, to give my people, immigrants, an immigration reform. So many good citizens, many illegal immigrants who are in this country in good faith, working hard, be able to legalize their status. All those who have been paying taxes for 30, 40 years. Because a lot of people don't understand this, but illegal immigrants pay taxes. So, there you have it. And facts are that the Catholic Church gave us a guide on how to vote. Now, if you missed the guide, you still have the Bible. We are all made in the image of God. So when you don't vote in favor of the lesser of the two evils, then you're voting in favor of unaliving babies. So glad Trump had a better economy plan. Otherwise, you probably would have voted for Kamala. Kamala, who had already declared persecutions for Catholics. How sad is that? I can't. And everything I say are facts. God bless.